Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video we are gonna check out the season 5 changes for Lucia. Lucia is actually one of the characters that I newly picked up, and she's been quickly becoming one of my favorites. So let's check out what actually Capcom changed with Lucia. She's one of the characters I feel who needed to be buffed the most. So let's see what they changed. Let's check out her changes. And the first change is that they increased her stun. That's nice. I mean, it's good. Now she is less likely to get stunned. It's 25 increase to her stun from 975 to 1000. So that's good. The second change is for her standing light kick and the crouching light kick. So basically what they did is that now Lucia, let's say for example have our opponent block. Now Lucia gets to do that. She gets a 3 light kick. This is kind of like the Kami thing, where you could do standing light kick to crouching light kick, crouching light punch, which is nice because, for example, if your opponent here is trying to say, because you could take through out of the standing light kick, right? You could use a standing light kick and take through. Here we will set Rashid to do the throw himself. Yeah, you can now get something like that now, right? So you can get. Basically, this is the thing now. The issue with this is that the standing light kick is only +1, and against some characters, you will not be able to walk out of the throw range. So, I mean, you can. I guess it is nice versus characters who have a 4 frame, but or maybe you can do something like this, which is this is nice now. I guess. So it is a buff, but I'm not sure how big it is, right? But it is a little bit better pressure, which is not bad, but you know, it's welcome. The other change that she got was her crouching medium kick. Now they extended the cancel window. Extended the cancel window pretty much means that it is easier to hit confirm. Lucia had one of the hardest crouching medium kicks to hit confirm in the game. If you compare it to Ken, or like Ken have the easiest one, but like Karen or Chun-Li, they all had easier crouching medium kicks to confirm. So what they did is they added one more frame of a cancel window. So now you have one more frame to hit confirm it. It's not that much easier, but it is a little bit easier. And so you can't really complain, right? They made it easier to hit confirm. The other change, and this one is actually a really good one, they made her sweep longer, so her crouching heavy kick have more reach. This is good. As you can see, her crouching heavy kick have really good reach now. That's almost like Nash range, I'll say, or Karen range. So that is a really good change. And Lucia actually have a fast walk speed. I know it may not seem like it that much, but her walk speed is actually really good. So getting a really good sweep is gonna help with whiff punishment, especially since that they also made it faster. So this is now faster and have more range. This is a really good change. We always used to complain that Lucia is stubby, so now she finally have like one good range on a one normal. I will say this actually have good range for Street Fighter 5. But I mean, it is a sweep, and you get killed for blocking a sweep, right? Now, the other change that is actually really big, the attacks that come out of the EX Gunsmoke, that is the run, right? EX Gunsmoke, the attacks coming out of it are 2 frames faster. What does this mean? Well, it pretty much means that you can do crouching medium kick into run shoulder. Remember, this only applies to the EX. This still doesn't combo. But now you get crouching medium kick to EX run shoulder. This is really good because now for her combos, you can pretty much, even if this didn't work, you still can get this now and get more damage. So sometimes standing medium to crouching medium would whiff. And now it's not whiffing at all. But if you play Lucia, you know what I mean. Yeah, like that. But now this is a replacement. That's really good. Now you will not have to do the crouching medium punch in combos anymore, except if you wanna get the meterless run V skill. So I guess you can still wanna use it. But if you want to go for the EX, always go for the crouching medium kick now because it is more consistent. One thing that kind of surprised me about Lucia, and I just don't understand it until it was highlighted to me, Her mediums do 50 damage, which is really weird because most of the cast have 60 damage on their mediums. So that one doing 50 is a little bit weird. And so, you know, but you still get this now. I mean, it's a better, more consistent combo. So that is nice. And it leads to more damage because before you would run into the up kicks, or you would run into the EX up kick, or run into the EX V skill. All of these does about around 220 to 30. But now because she gets this, you can do 243 damage, or you can now run into up kicks and do almost 260. So she does decent damage from a low confirm now. So that is better. That actually is a decent improvement. The other change they did was for the EX rough chase. Pretty much they made it so that this will not knock your opponent backwards that much, which I'm not sure how it translates to actual gameplay. Like, this is rough chase, right? Yeah, like, I'm not sure how the reduced knockback distance on mid-air hit will work yet. I kinda still have to lab this and figure it out, so I'm not really sure on that one. The other change, and this one is actually really big, increased damage on Firecracker, the V trigger and EX version by 20. They increase the damage and stun. And Firecracker is the first part of her fireball. So what's gonna happen now is you're getting more damage. Lucia's fireball is a two-parter. There is the first one, which is the Firecracker, and the Flipper Shot, which is the second part. So they increase the damage on the first part, which is really good. Now she's getting more damage on that. So in a combo like that, she's doing more damage. So that is a really good change. More damage is always welcome, right? The second change is for the EX Flipper Shot. So before this patch with Lucia, you had to do the first part, the Firecracker, you had to do the EX and then get the EX follow-up. Now you can do the regular one and then get the EX follow-up. So pretty much you can start with the regular one and then combo into EX if you want. And if you don't know why that is, this is for hit confirming. So for example, let's here have our opponent set out to random, and I am gonna set the counter on, right? So now I will check out that this landed, or say like I'm doing this. Now you get to hit confirm pretty much, right? From some ranges, if I'm doing it like that, you get to sweep here. So that is nice. Pretty much you can do that now and guarantee a sweep. So this is a nice change. A little bit up closer, something like that in the corner. You can get a crouching medium punch or a crouching medium kick. You're +7, so you can get a crouching medium kick. But you basically pretty much can now hit confirm this, which is a nice change, right? This is basically the change. This is good. I actually think this is really good. Pretty much Lucia now have a pressure where she can hit confirm and you don't have to commit to the EX beforehand. So it is a very good change, because the first part, of course, by itself, let's have Rashid blocking again. The first part by itself is -4, so it is still kinda unsafe. But if you're doing it like that, and maybe you will just do the follow-up so your opponent cannot punish, basically you'll get a little bit better of a situation here, right? The following change is for her tap kick. That is the V skill 1. They made it a little bit faster. So again, on the same thing, you can get something like that now, which is fine, I guess, right? But +10, you are getting the V skill to link, right? So let's do it one more time. I keep getting confused and doing the V trigger. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? I mean, that's good. You know, it is not really that big of a deal, but it is good to have. They also buffed the nubbing needle. I'm not sure what is the nubbing needle actually. It is the run into V skill, so this is now more consistent. This is more consistent on juggle now, it says. So this is fine, I guess, because maybe sometimes this would whiff, but they made it more consistent. Again, this is a combo change, not that much out of everything else. It's a decent combo change. And the other one is that they extended the hitbox forward on the 5th frame. So this is actually really good. Now this have even more range, especially on the 5th frame, so we'll be on the early part. That's good. So this attack was already really nice, I believe. So a buff to it is really nice. Now her V reversal will leave you closer to your opponent. So let's, for example, have Rashid doing something like that. I want to check this one out. Pretty much when you V reversal now, you're gonna be a little bit more close to them. Yeah, you are a little bit closer to your opponent. I mean, this is alright, but I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal. The final change that she got was for her super. Her super now does 360 damage instead of 340. So this got more damage, 20 more damage. And if you notice, Lucia got a lot of damage buff across the board, right? So now, for example, with Lucia, if you do a combo, for example, like that, something like this, you will notice that her damage output actually increased by quite a bit. This should do 570 or something, yeah? Yeah, like that almost did 580. So she's doing a lot more damage. Her confirms from the crouching medium kick is doing more damage. So that is really nice. Overall, she got buffed. She got buffed that she's already doing what she was doing, but a little bit better. Is that what Lucia needed? No, I don't think so. I really think so. I really don't think so. I think Lucia needed to have more range and maybe, a little bit more range on the standing medium kick, a little bit more range on her crouching medium kick, a little bit more range on her heavies. Lucia needed more range. Capcom gave her more damage. So I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure on how this will play out, but you know, she's better. She's undeniably better. Just like Cody, is this the change that they needed? Not really, but Capcom decided to buff them by buffing the damage output. Lucia is actually very similar to Cody in that regard. Got some really cool changes, but pretty much piles to more damage instead of better utility, except the fireball thing. I actually think this one is pretty cool. And this sweep is the only one that I think actually is gonna help out on the neutral. And that's pretty much it for Lucia's changes. Certainly a little bit better, but we'll see how it will play out. And if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. It helps the channel so much. Thank you very much for watching. Check out the Discord link and the Patreon link below in the description. Once more, thanks for watching and stay safe.